Hey guys, David07 here, and today I'm continuing my special franchise review on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles franchise movie. And today we'll be looking at the third one, and I apologize for it being mirror, because I'm using like the front camera on my phone, because I thought it would be kind of fun to do it this way for the third one. I don't know why, but anyhow. So now, I think the funniest thing would be for me is watching, along with getting to around, is watching other people's reviews on it. Now, so anyway, this one, it kind of takes a different place in the story. And now people may have complained on how, unreal the whole story of this one is. But, yeah, a movie about four big walking and talking turtles that learn karate from a rat really does speak of realism, doesn't it? Right? No, it doesn't. So basically, the story of this one is that they find a staff which takes them back in time back to I believe the 19th century during some Japanese war or something, or China, whatever it was. And they first see them as enemies. But so now let's talk about the turtles themselves. So the costumes in this movie are just blah. Jim Henson was somehow not picked to do this one. It couldn't have been because he died, because his company was still up and running. So they gave the honor to another company, which for some reason they seem to remain anonymous to this day. Hey, I think that was just so, their reputation wouldn't be bad-mouthed, I guess. But the main problem with the costumes themselves, is that in the first two, each turtle's look was looked different, so it matched their personality. But in this movie, they all look merely the same. In fact, if they were wearing old red bandanas like in the comics, you probably wouldn't even be able to tell them apart. They look the same. Now the story of all this, of the war, is actually rather interesting, and will keep you sitting down and watching it. But people say the turtles ruined it, but in all honesty, I don't think they get in the way too much, I guess, since the movie's about them. And the actors are really good. And this one young lady who plays this one girl in there, Mitsu, she should have a great career, but just really didn't get off the ground that well. Now, with the Turtles, the voice acting is once again really good. And about the suits again, if you're just watching this one, and for those of you who don't know, there's a person inside the costume, and they have animatronic work on their mouth, and it's voiced over. Now this one, it's a little so it makes it feel a little off in a lot of ways. But the voice acting's still pretty good. And they've made some Alright, so the fight sequences are entertaining, at least. And Tina Brown put it or Game 2K2, he put it that every puncher gets followed by in one-liner that gets old after a while. But while watching it, there are not as many, as I thought there would have been. But it's good. But I guess it's good nonetheless. Sure, it does get old after a while, but the action scenes are pretty entertaining. So, again, about the acting, there's this one guy, I can't remember the actor's name yet again, but he plays this one guy who works for, I believe, like the Emperor or something, who captures, like, prisoners, called Walker. He's kind of a goofy character, but he still plays it well. Without going into too much detail, there's not a whole lot much else I can say about it, other than it's an okay movie. It's not really as bad as many people made it out to be. But it's definitely not perfect either. In fact, it still has a lot of kid-friendly elements to it. So using your kid's eye would be fine, or if you just don't mind it, you might be able to watch this. So in all honesty, I don't really mind the third film really at all. It's actually rather entertaining. In fact, if you don't like it, that's fine. You're entitled to your opinion, but I personally thought it was hilarious and rather entertaining to watch. So there's not much else I can say about it. So anyway, if I didn't mention this at the beginning, why I'm doing this franchise review is, like in all the others I was mentioning in every episode, it's an honors to one of the people who actually inspired me, who I tended to leave out in that FAQ, that helped start my channel. That being Gantino Brown, or aka the Game 2K2. Now, I've been watching his videos ever since before I've even had my channel. So if you want more detail, just go to my first video. But anyway, in the next one, I will be talking about the 2014 version. I know I'm leaving out the 2007 CGI version, but the problem is I haven't seen that one. So anyway, take care. I'll see you in the next video. Cowabunga.